thank you so much for having me today. As Kristen said, I am a Biola alum, and actually I graduated from Biola with I think it was called Radio, Television, and Film. Then it's CMA now. So I actually studied to be on the stage, and I feel like I could be on the stage with this microphone, but that kind of changed. And actually, I just always was a pretty creative kid, and I knew I wanted to do something. Fashion was not always a big part of my life. I grew up on a small little island in South Carolina, so I didn't have a ton of exposure to it, but I loved being creative. And I ended up in this time of day with this thing called the internet and blogs. And I started, like Kristen said, a blog called The Vintage Society. I actually started when blogs was a word that people didn't know. Like I would say I have a blog, and what's that was the question. And I actually started it because I had graduated without any degree or any experience in fashion, knew I wanted to kind of get into that field, but had no idea how to. So I thought I might open a store. And I thought, oh, it'd be cool if I had this website about a store that I might open one day, and then I could tell people about it. But I didn't want to spend money on it, so I found these things called a blog. And that is how it all began. Thankfully, the Lord knew what I was doing. I ended up in this starting before the blogs became what they are today, and ended up in this amazing ride of my life. And I can't even believe, as you can see, I was a cover girl model in Vogue magazine. Like, that's crazy. The things I've gotten to do because of this thing I called a blog, 8 years ago, has taken me on so many amazing adventures. And it is a perfect example of how the Lord really does work in mysterious ways. I started thinking I was going to open a store called The Vintage Society, started a blog called that, and I thought that that was the only way it had to be. And I remember having a conversation with my parents and crying because I realized the store thing wasn't going to happen financially. It was just crazy. And, and them saying, give it over to the Lord. He knows what your dreams are. And literally within a week, I found out that something that I had on a fluke applied for was Quicksilver, the women's, they had launched a women's line, and they had a visionary in residence, which today is like an ambassador for the brand. And I had applied on a fluke, and a week after I had given up my dream, the Lord gave me this amazing opportunity, and that launched me into all these things that I really wanted to do with the store, was just to get my foot in the door. I ended up styling and meeting editors from all the magazines and flying to New York and going to Paris and London and doing all kinds of crazy things. And that is just a perfect example of how sometimes your dream looks like this, and God's like, nope, it looks like this. So anyways, like I said, I come from a small island with not much exposure to fashion, but my mom would take me to a rummage sale that was huge every year, and she'd say, here's $25, spend it however you want. And that is where this little girl started playing dress up. And I wish I still had that dress up closet. I got the most amazing vintage coats with fur trim. I think one was like this Russian coat that, I'd prance around the house, and I had dresses from the 50s that probably some grandma wore to her prom, and I just had a blast. And I escaped every day and became different characters, and I would pretend, who am I today and where am I going? Which really, as you can tell, hasn't stopped. I still play dress up every day, and I get this question asked a lot of what do you love about fashion, and why are you the way you are? And I'm like, I'm just still a 6-year-old girl with a dress up closet. I just think, who am I today? What do I want to be? I have a 2-year-old. I'm going to the grocery store. I think I'm going to be a socialite in New York City, and I'm going to wear a fur coat to the grocery store. So I just like to play. And one of my favorite costume designers in Hollywood, her name is Patricia Field. She has this quote, which is so the way that I think about fashion. She said, getting dressed in the morning is a storytelling of who you are and what you're going to do that day. Put yourself on a stage. That stage can be the office for the day, or you could be going on vacation. Once you have the idea, it's just connect the dots. Your accessories will really help you in the narration of the mood and of the look. So just put yourself on a stage for the day and have fun. Fashion is all about fun at the end of the day. It's not serious. We don't have to worry, oh, does this color match? Is it white after Labor Day? Who cares? It's just fun. It's frosting on ourselves, basically. And really, if you think about it, I always like to think, 40 and 50 years ago, women got dressed. I mean, the women in here that 40 and 50, you guys wore corsets, you wore dresses, you wore gloves, you wore hats, you had your lipstick on perfect, your husband came home and you were like, all dressed up. We're like, I'm in my sweats, my face is washed off, I got a zip right here, So I think, why not keep doing that? Casual is in for sure, and I love being casual, but why not have fun with it and play it up? And we're women. This is what we get to do. I mean, how much fun? Guys just wear pants and shirts and blah, it's boring. We get all kinds of options. So today I'm just going to talk about playing dress up and having fun and not getting stuck in all the little things that we get worried about. So I actually have some amazing models today here for you guys. And we're going to first start with Erin. I'm going to build an outfit level 1, 2, and 3. And the level 3 is the go for it level. So we have Erin here today, and she is a mom of 4. Woo! So I am sure I have 1 2-year-old, so you're amazing. The fact that she wrangles them. So we got to think practical and what looks good, but kind of what works with her lifestyle. So we're starting with the essentials that every woman should have in her closet. Every woman should have a great pair of jeans. She's got a great pair of little boots on that she feels comfortable in. Really nice white tank or white tee, white top. And then she's got a cozy cardigan, which is, I think, kind of perfect for California. You never know if it's going to be hot or cold. So she's starting with something that is already really chic and fun, but we're going to level it up, and we're going to take her up to level 2, which I think, do all the women know they're getting? Oh, never mind. Well, we're going to have fun and style it up with a scarf. And this is a great option. I mean, every woman, I'm sure probably most of us have something like this, or our mom does, or a friend does. And you know what, just go to any store and you can find one of these. And my mom always says to me, I have a million scarves and I don't know how to wear them. So here's one option for you. This is a great pop of color that she can kind of throw on, and I'm just gonna loop it around her neck and then bring it to the front. And she could wear it like this, or she could just kind of knot it here in the front and then kind of bring it forward, almost like a little tie. And just kind of zhuzh up a little bit, zhuzh it, and add that little pop of color. So there's level 2. She just went with something super simple, one little accessory she threw on, but it is great because it is a nice pop of color, and you just want to think about it, or a print might be really fun. But then I'm going to take her up to the go for it level, or the Beth Jones style level, basically. And being a mom of 4, a big bag is always really great. And this is an awesome big bag, but it's really fun. It's like a fur with black and white print, and it's a really statement piece that she can grab. And it's not super, out of your comfort zone because it's just a bag. So we're gonna do a little bit of styling by having her wear it as a crossbody bag, which is kind of nice because then she doesn't have to think about she's got a kid on her hip. She doesn't have to think about carrying the purse. So she's got this great bag, which everywhere you go, every girl's gonna be like, where'd you get that bag? So she's got this great bag, and then I'm gonna take it up to the hat level and add a little fun hat for her day. And if you do wanna kind of jump over and have fun with hats, I think a fedora, something like this with a wide brim is really easy, and you really can find any store at any price level right now. So just for the fall, something a little extra fun. And Erin is now gonna give a little prance down the runway and show off her fun look. Thank you, Erin. Okay, so next up we have Barbara. We have Barbara, who is part of the alumni board or committee here at Biola. So she is an awesome woman who has joined us today. And she is starting, of course, with what we all know as the LBD, the little black dress. And we all should kind of have that little black dress hanging in our closet, because really you can style it comfy and casual, dinner date with your hubby, off to a brunch with ladies. It's a very versatile piece. And this one is awesome because it's a really comfortable fabric. It's stretchy. She can kind of just feel comfortable all day in it. So we're starting with the really essential, basic, chic look of the black dress, and we're just gonna step it up a level. And I always think a good statement necklace is a perfect way to step it up a level. So we're gonna put on this really awesome gold statement necklace here, which the great thing nowadays is that so many stores with all price points have great jewelry options. You're not investing in some like hundreds and hundreds of dollar piece that maybe next year you're not gonna like. Go to Forever 21, go to Target, go to Nordstrom, wherever you like shopping, and I promise you can find a fabulous statement necklace. So I go with gold. I'm a gold girl. I think gold kind of goes with everything. And then I'm going to take it up another level by adding the Go For It level. And we're gonna add a great bomber style jacket, but that is really comfy and kind of has a casual, chic look to it. It is just really nice. You know, it's that idea of the leather bomber jacket, but in this really comfortable fabric that kind of just adds a little something to her outfit. And then our final piece that we're gonna add is a really cool bohemian clutch for her evening out with her hubby. And she looks fabulous. So there we go. Barbara, would you like to take a little prance? Thank you so much, Barbara. And next we have Judy. Judy is actually a professor here at Biola. She teaches in the ISF department, and awesome. I mean, look at this woman. She's this rockin' the color and everything. She was all ready to play, which I'm all about, playing dress up, right? So today we're starting with something that a lot of us should have, the skinny jean and the great printed top. She is very fun and playful. So we went with a Bordeaux colored skinny jean. And for fall, this is a great way to mix kind of colors that you wouldn't think about, and even just adding in that print with the blue leopard. And she also has a great little kind of lace tank underneath, which is nice when we want to hide off, you know, the little tush or something like that. You know, we just kind of layered up to where we feel comfortable, but adding something a little extra special there. So she already looks fabulous, but we're going to take it up to level 2, which is right here. Woo-woo! All right, the fur vest. The fur vest is, I think, a California woman's dream. Because it's never cold enough to wear that big, bulky coat that we all have, unless, of course, we're jetting off to New York or Paris, which sounds fabulous. But most days it's, you know, 70 degrees here, but we want to have that extra, like, oh, it's the fall, it's winter, we're layering it up. And a fur vest is a great way to do this. It is only in the front. It's kind of a light here in the back with just comfy fabric, so that way she's not extra hot that day, but it adds something so fun to this look. And you don't have to be scared of it, because it really is just an easy little piece, like a cardigan to throw on. So this is level 2. Now we're gonna go for it. And we're gonna take a printed leopard belt. She's already got leopard on, but we're gonna throw on more leopard, because as you can tell, I mixed, 3 polka dots and leopard. So I'm all about mixing prints. So we're gonna put this belt around her waist to cinch it in and kind of give it something extra fun. And let me see if I can belt this up. And just stick that on just for something a little more than with the print, it kind of shows off against the black fur on the vest there. And then I'm all about the clutch, you know, for the impractical times, the times where you're just going from the car into the restaurant. But we're just gonna add a fun little clutch to her look, and now she's gonna show you guys the Go For It. Thank you so much, Judy. Woohoo! Oh yeah. And Barbara's back. Yeah. Okay, and then finally, we actually have a current Biola student, Callison, joining us today. And she is a freshman here at Biola from Texas. Yeah. And she is starting off with something that I'm all about, is actually mixing denim. Going with, it's called Denim on Denim, is what the fashion crowd calls it. Or I think some people call it the Canadian uniform. So, what? Oh, the Canadian tuxedo, that's what it's called, yeah. So if you're going to, you know, you don't have to be scared of mixing like that chambray denim. You just mix it with a different color denim. You don't want to do acid wash from the 80s. You want to kind of go with like a darker, sleek denim pant and then go with the lighter denim top. So she's starting with something that already looks really great, but we're going to layer up her look. We're actually going to throw on a sweater, which she is going to put on for me, a sweater over her look. And this is the idea of layering. I'm all about kind of keep going, adding the layers, and you can just really kind of make an outfit look even more fun, keeping the shirt kind of hanging out for that cool college, you know, she's in that college vibe of the cool and relaxed vibe. And the fun thing with this is that she has the perfect palette for a statement necklace. So I'm going to take one of my favorite statement necklaces, and this is from a thrift store, Salvation Army. I am all about heading to the thrift stores to find costume jewelry because it's amazing what you can find, and this is probably $5. So I'm gonna pop this on over her look here, and let's pull your hair through. And then with the collar and the sweater combined, it really shows off the necklace, and it's just that extra fun for the look. And I promise you, a statement necklace like this, people are always like, where did you get that necklace? And necklaces are a great way to play with your look anyway. You're not, you know, doing something you're uncomfortable with. A necklace is just something simple that you can add to the look and really step it up. So then for the final level, I'm going to give her an army parka jacket, which you can find something like, for her, she's in college, so kind of more of this oversized slouchy look is really in. But if you're kind of in the great phase of your life, and go for like a more sleek army jacket, you know, that has more, you know, kind of fitted and shows off the waist more. But for her, I mean, she's ready for New York City, right? I mean, she looks fabulous. So she can just kind of squinch up her sleeves. I'm all about squinching the sleeves. It just gives that cool, casual look. There you go. Level 3. So you can take a walk down. Thank you so much, Callison. So as you can see, we had fun playing dress up today. And really, like I said, fashion is just so much fun. And I think, why not? Go for it, play. And even like Di was talking about today, you know, this is our life. And we do have such amazing freedom because we are Christ followers. And I think in some way, fashion is kind of this great thing that, like, we're free in Christ, so we can be free through our life and not get stuck up on all the things and the insecurities. We are who we are, and God made us who we are. And just have fun, be free, and go out there and play dress up.
We hope you enjoyed this message. Biola University offers a variety of biblically centered degree programs, ranging from business to ministry to the arts and sciences. Learn more at biola.edu.